Hello, everybody. I'm here to have a brief conversation with you, unscripted, just to help you out to understand what can be done if a marriage with a foreigner, or if you're the foreigner with a U.S. citizen, doesn't work. Where do we go from here? Because I know it's a very scary time, and a lot of people call us. They're lost, they're confused. It's not a very complex area. Now, winning the case is a different thing, but understanding the concepts behind this area of law is not so bad. Basically, the law, when you marry, for example, let's say you're a U.S. citizen, you marry a foreigner, what the law looks at is your intent, or well, both of your intents, of course, at the time of marriage. If your intent is one of love and all of the traditional features that we look for in a marriage, somebody to stay with, a companion, blah, 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 then you have a solid case. And the marriage can break down 4 months later. And I've seen it happen. There's some crazy people out there. And you can still save the green card for the foreigner. Because a lot of times the U.S. citizen is a very nice person who says, look, it didn't work out. I don't want to have this person deported, but it just didn't work out. I can't spend the rest of my life with him or with her. Fair enough. So, as long as the marriage was entered into in good faith, then it is savable if it breaks down before the 2-year period, because you have this 2-year, for lack of a better word, probationary period. You have what's called a conditional green card, and you have to remove the conditions at the back end. So, however, you can't just write a form to the government, send it in, and say, you know what, my marriage didn't work out, please save my spouse's green card. You have to hire a lawyer, you have to create a detailed legal brief supporting factually and legally everything that shows that this marriage was entered into in good faith, and of course why it ended and what happened. The other thing that can happen is that there is abuse by the spouse, and in that kind of a case you can self-petition, meaning you the foreigner, to save your green card. Now, if there's physical abuse, it's one thing. The police has been called, there's some kind of a record. There's also mental abuse. There are various kinds of abuses, and the biggest problem is documenting it, because usually there are only 2 people in the room, and there are no witnesses to this. So my advice would be, if there's any way to get your phone to record these incidences, be careful for your safety, or to have a neighbor or a friend listen in on this, so that there's some way that we can document that the other person has been abusive, then we can save your green card. There's a lot more involved in both of these areas of law. There's the divorce filing period, etc. But for now, I wanted to provide you with an idea of what's involved so that you know that these cases are savable if certain conditions are met. I wish you luck, and I hope you don't need to file this kind of case.